The Jews are so-called black. Giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Rakakwadash. Anyway, this is a bit of a response to a video that was put up by vocab alone, entitled Hebrew Israelites Can't Use This Verse Ever Again, with Dr. Michael Brown. And if you know, you can see in the picture Dr. Michael Brown, you can clearly see he's a so-called Jew. And he's done videos in the past attacking the Hebrew Israelites, mainly the one Westers. He even went out, physically actually went out to one of the camps, confronted one of the camps about us not being the Israelites. I mean, when you that dedicated to telling somebody that they're not something, what should come to your mind that they have to be those people? Let's do a further search into whether these people are the Israelites. In fact, the Israelites. Anyway, they quoted, you can watch the video. It was put up on March 19th, 2021, year of the coming of our Lord. 5 minutes long. All I had to do is listen to the first pretty much minute, and he basically says that the term black is talking about mourning. Matter of fact, let me go to this. I'll probably put this up raw anyway. Okay, Jeremiah 14. It says Jeremiah 14:2, Judah mourneth. Now we know that if you click on the word Judah, we know it's talking about the tribe of Judah. And they're in mourning, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up. Now, the scriptures are poetic, are written in a poetic manner. The scriptures are symbolic. You might look at years ago, you call a woman, a chick, a red bone, if she was like a light-skinned woman. There's different terms. Oh, my earth. Oh, this is my earth. That was another term that was used. So we are a poetic people. I remember at one time, I don't know if they still use that term, but if you're going to see a movie, they say, "Where you going, my man?" I'm going to check out this flick. So Esau's wondering what is he talking about? He's talking about the movies. Even when we go and eat something, what are we going to eat? We might say we're going to have some. I'm thinking about having some Moab, or some Elam, or some Kittim. Now the average person out there, you just went over their head. And when you fight somebody, you say, "I'm going to kick your ass." That don't mean you're going to literally kick them in the ass. It means you're going to beat them up. Even Samson, which proves he's a Jake. I mean, he's a so-called Negro. Samson, when he found out that the Philistines were talking behind his back to his wife, which was a Philistine woman. And by the way, she was a Philistine woman. And when you read that account, the Most High put the spirit on him to have feelings for a Philistine woman, because the Most High was picking a fight with the Most High gave Samson this great power, and he was a Nazarite. And his power wasn't in his hair. His power was in the covenant that he made with the Most High, that his parents made, actually. He was a Nazarite. So when he had told his wife, the Philistine, that if you cut my hair, which meant that if you break the vow of a Nazarite. So the power wasn't in his hair. I bet you vocab doesn't even know that. Well, he knows it now. But anyway, it was in a covenant that was made between him and the Most High. But he made a statement when the Philistines were going behind his back, talking to his woman. He said, "Who's been plowing with my heifer?" Now, a heifer is a cow. And when you plow with a bull or ox, you put the plow on the back or a yoke, and then you plow with it. So when he made that statement, "Who's been plowing with my heifer?" he was saying, "Who's been talking to my wife behind my back?" But you Edomites don't know that, because you're just like Jaime from Get Smart. Go to YouTube and put in Jaime from Get Smart. I believe the name, forgive me if I'm saying his name wrong, I believe his name was Jaime, and he was an agent. And Maxwell Smart would make a statement, and he would kind of talking, and hip talk, and everything that he would say, Jaime would take it literally. Or the same thing, it was if you watch Sanford and Son, you had the police officer, the Jake, and then the Edomite cop, and they would say things, I can't think of anything, but they would use hip talk, and it would go directly over Esau's head, and they would have to sit there and explain it to him. Just like we got to explain this to vocab, guys like vocab. So let's read it again. Judah mourneth. We know that it's talking about the tribe of Judah, Yahweh. Mourning meaning they're crying, they're sad, and the gates thereof languish. Now, what does the word languish mean? Because they'll say, well, it's talking about the actual gates of the city. No, it's talking in parabolic talk. That's why you can never get these scriptures. Another thing, vocab, you are lost when it comes to the prophecies. You want to make that guy look like a deer looking into a headlight? Just bring out a prophecy, and he loses. He starts stuttering because he doesn't know the prophecies, because they don't teach you that in these theological cemeteries. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof do languish. Let's look up the word languish. It says to be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted. Now, where have you ever heard of gates being exhausted? Meaning you're tired. You just ran a marathon. A gate ran a marathon and they're tired. Gates don't get exhausted. To be or grow feeble. Now let me go to Google. I'm gonna take the word languish and I'll go to Google or the Google language definition. Let's see what it says.